Hey everyone, this is Dungeon RPG. I'm back with another Pokemon Cards Mailman Tuesday pickups video. This time I got a variety of cards from all across the generations. And a lot of these older cards will be going into my collection, but also I have some meta cards that are practical as well. So let's take a look at all the cards I got. And the first one is a holographic Mew from it's one of the Advanced Generation promo cards. This was actually the Mirage Island Mew, as you can see the trees in the background and all this, all the lovely sparkles. Has the attack Side Wave and the Evolution Beam. I think I'm going to slowly start a Mew collection. I know there's quite a bit of really rare Mew cards, so we'll see how far I get in the Mew collection. And then we have another Mew. This is the React Mew that is amongst all those Pokemon that can take advantage of the React energy. So for this Mew, if it has any React energy attached to it, it gets to protect Mew from all effects your opponent's attack. As Psyshock that does 20 damage, and this is from the Pop 4, one of the promo sets. And I got some trivial trainer cards. Between Generation 3 and 4, they actually featured all of the starter Pokemon on different trainer cards. So if anyone ever asks you, for Generation 3, you got Trico that's on Energy Switch, and you have Mudkip that's on Energy Reversal, and then you have Torchic that is just on the regular Switch card. I think that's Torchic and Geodude if I remember correctly. And in Gen 4, I believe it's Turtwig on Switch, Chimchar on Energy Switch, which I got right here. Piplup is on Super Scoop Up, I think. Both of these cards are from Fire Red and Leaf Green, that's why you see all the holographic energy symbols. Here's a Powered Keepers energy switch. This is a theme deck exclusive, I want to say Hollow Phantoms Latios. I already have one in my Latios and Latios collection, but this is kind of pretty uncommon to come by, so I got another one. Like the glacial look. So that's all the Advanced Generation cards. Now we have Magmortar and Electivire holographics, and these two are both theme deck exclusives as well. I don't know too much about Magmortar, whether that was played back in the day, but Electivire, definitely this was a really good card in a strong deck. Was Motor Drive that you get to search your discard for a lightning energy and attach to Electivire every turn. And this paired up with the Mengzong from Stormfront with the Magnetic Search, and also with the Electivire Level X. That was a really strong deck back then. It destroyed all the SP decks. And then we have Gardevoir from Platinum. This is a theme deck exclusive in that it's non-holo. I actually have the holo and reverse holo of this card, so this goes into my Gardevoir collection. Psychic Connect, Energy Burst, Psychic Protection. That I really like the moving energy from your bench to your active effect. Surprisingly, that's really underused in the current meta. Got a Holo Drifloon. I honestly can't tell you whether this is a alternative artwork print of the Drifloon from the Diamond and Pearl base set. It has the attacks Wind Wave. Search your discard pile for up to 5 combinations of Pokemon supporter cards. Shows them to your opponent and shuffle them into your deck. That's a strong effect. Pretty holo card. And now we got a Heatran Pop 8 promo. This guy I actually used back then as my base Heatran for my Charizard G level X deck. This was the much better Heatran to use as your base back then, but I never got a English Pop 8 holo one. I used the back then they still allow Japanese cards in tournaments, so that's the Heatran I used instead. And then I think that's all the Diamond and Pearl cards. Now we're getting into Legends. We got Lugia Legend bottom half. This is all I'm missing out of all of the Legend top and bottom cards. So is this guy and the 2 upcoming cards. My Legend collection is complete, and I'll be ready to show that. And then we got Alph Lithograph number 2 and 4. So let's see what this says. Number 2 is shuffle your deck. And number 4 says look at all your face down prize cards. These cards are actually textured, which is quite rare back in the day. I already have Alpha Lithograph number 1 and 3, and just missing the 2 and 4. Mysterious unknown alphabets. Yeah, these cards are actually textured, not many people know. and a Absol Prime. This card is actually a duplicate. I already have the Japanese Absol 4 from the Lost Link mini set. The design and concept and as well as rarity of the Prime cards is something that they never put back into the main Pokemon set, which is kind of something I really like, which is kind of a shame. Now we're getting into the black and white era, and what I got are just some alternative artwork stamped pre-release cards. So we got Gigalith from Emerging Powers, and this is actually a staff stamp. I think they sent me the wrong card, but that's alright. Flygon from Boundary Cross. Sand Slammers. I got destroyed so hard by this power back in the day. Just like 120 damage per turn, just from that power. It's crazy. Crobat from Plasma Storm. I might actually have this card myself because I went to the Plasma Storm pre-release, so maybe this will be a duplicate. Metagross from Plasma Freeze. Nobody actually ever played this card, but if you look at the effect though, you can search for a Plasma card, which could be your Plasma Energy, any Plasma Trainer or Supporter card, or any Plasma Pokemon. It's such a good power, but you know, I think it's just was the fact how they nerfed evolution cards, and back then Pokemon Catcher was the thing. This card never saw any play at all, which is a shame. And I got a Empoleon Holo promo card, Black White 56. I've never seen this card in the wild, so I decided to pick it up. Just see the crescent moon there? It's crazy. And another Drifloon. This, back then, this was hyped up as a big counter card to the Plasma Pokemon, as in the really famous TDK deck. All the energies in that deck are special energies, like your Blend Energy, Water Lightning, Metal Fighting, your Prism Energy, and your Plasma Energy. They're all special energy cards, so Shadow Steel deals a ton of damage. And this Gardevoir is from a Radiant Collection. I'm surprised I've never gotten this card before, but now I do. Now we're going to be getting into some of the XY cards. Here's Fossil Researcher. I think it's from the Tyrantrum and Amora box. This also had a full art card, but it's actually a really strong card to get the stage 1 fossils into play, but too bad it was just never that popular. A reverse hollow Jirachi with the Diminutive Desire. This goes into my Jirachi collection. And some stamp card with a Dragog from Flashfire, Poison Barrier. This was a strong combo to use with Ariados, but Flashfire is rotated, so hey, this card is not in the format anymore. A Gyarados, the one that everyone has over 100 of from their generation boxes. Now this is a different alternative artwork print. That's the shiny Gyarados, and Generations Full Art Foil Celebi. And Blastoise EX from the Blastoise EX box. You can see Super Angry Gyarados at the back and Vaporeon. And these are going to be just meta cards. I got a couple of Yamagas. These were pretty cheap when I bought them. They're like 79, 80 cents or something. Magearna EX, Mystic card. This card is super good. How good? Like it won the World Championship. Kinda good. Like if your guy has a DCE and a Metal Energy attached, Mystic card lets it become immune of Stardust from Jirachi. That's game breaking. And Mega Gardevoir EX, this is gonna go straight into my deck. And I got a few of the Bisharps. Got the Holo Bisharps, Retaliate, and Machclaw. It's shiny, and that's what this card was. The Duotime is the shiny variant of the Pokemon. That's what's going on about the Bisharp. And speaking of meta cards, got quite a few more. Yamaga breaks, Xerneas breaks, Magearna, more Gardevoir. Got a ton more here. Hydreigon breaks, Talonflame, Pyroar, and Claw Wizard. So these are all some of the staples from the newest set. So thanks so much for joining me on this Mailman day to look at a variety of Pokemon cards from all generations. I'll see you guys soon in another video. Take care. Draco!